What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. Once again, it's our Monday Mailbag series where you send me mail to my P.O. Box, which you can find the information for here below. We open up the mail, we talk about it, we read it aloud, we check out what people send me. This week we have about 30 pieces of email, or pieces of mail. So let's get started. I want to start with this one from Australia that's either broken or has rocks in it. Good news, everybody. It was not broken. In fact, it came with this postcard from Melbourne. It is an awesome collection of Star Wars action figures, all completely intact. These are so cool. I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, obviously. So is Francis. And he'd like to thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is going to be so much fun. So, I'm your father. No, I'm your father. I got two dads. Josh from Boyerton, Pennsylvania sent in some awesome collectibles, including his Dishonored Tarot deck. This is now guaranteed the next game I play after I beat Last of Us. His Borderlands 2 dog tag, and his Arc-bound deck from Magic the Gathering, including an Arc-bound Ravager. This guy's hard to get a hold of. I'm going to cherish this. Thanks so much, Josh. Somebody by the name of Freak Show sent in a letter that simply says, "Fuck those sons of bitches," and sent me the remains of his currently dismembered and very dead Kinect. Microsoft, I'd say you've pissed off at least one person, somebody. I got a letter from someone named Eddie who sent me this awesome flag, represents their soccer team. His favorite soccer team, which is very cool. Eddie also asked me to talk about the transgender community for a moment, and he asked what I thought about people who are transgender, and whether or not I thought they were acceptable or normal. I believe that no matter what your flavor or taste or the way you want to live your life, as long as it's not harmful for someone else, you're doing the right thing for you. And it doesn't matter if you're a member of the lesbian, gay, bi, or transgender community. You should be who you want to be. You're not harming anybody else. You should accept yourself for who you are, live the life you want to be, and hopefully find people around you who love you for exactly who you are. And I'm definitely one of them. Tom Elston from York in England sent me this coin. I'm not sure the denomination, but it's nice to always get small currency, even though I normally don't like when people send me money. He also asked me if I had any spare magic cards laying around that I might be able to send him. What part of hoarding magic cards do you misunderstand? But in all reality, if I do come up with something extra, I'll send it your way. Just warning, I really do hoard the fucking things. Jeremiah from Glenwood writes us again to send in a copy of his senior picture. He also says he'd love to come south to Arkansas to meet me over the summer. He says he was planning to go to Mount Rushmore, but may prefer to come to Arkansas to meet me. Jeremiah, let me tell you something. Mount Rushmore is way cooler. Go to Mount Rushmore. Trust me on this one. Colin from Ohio wrote me, and he asked me to keep the contents of his letter to myself. But I did want to say thank you so much for the Steam code, and I look forward to playing it, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Colin from Arkansas wrote me and told me to keep the details of his letter to myself. I wanted to say thank you so much for that code, but I want to let you know I already have the game, but I'm glad you were thinking about me. Jack wanted to thank me for responding to him so often on Twitter. With this awesome drawing of the Blues Brothers, I don't think you could know how much I love the Blues Brothers, so I love this drawing. Kyle from Danvers, Massachusetts sent me a nice pile of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, including this very cool Mickey Mantle card and this Halo card. Nice to have. He also said that he lost his mother at a very young age, and he lost his grandmother soon after. But he said after hearing my story, he knows that he can make it. And I'm really glad to hear that. Dude, stay strong. This letter came from Maxim from Minnesota. Love that Pikachu. Maxim, who's only 13, has apparently been through quite a lot. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for your letter. It sounds like you're on a good path. Stick with it. I'll be thinking about you. Connor Jeffries writes me to say that he's running a failing YouTube channel that hasn't been updated in a while. It's called Cheapo Reviewer. I was hoping you could maybe give me some advice. It's the same advice I have for most YouTubers. Keep doing what you're doing. Maybe people will watch it, maybe people won't. The reality of it is, if you're making good content, eventually they will find it. And it's hard to make a name for yourself on YouTube these days. But if someone important who has a little bit of sway, through a lot of Twitter followers, a lot of Facebook followers, enjoys your content, they will share it. And when they do, people will find it. If you enjoy making videos, stick with it. And if you don't, find something you do enjoy. Good luck. Gary sent me this Bullet Bill iron-on. Is this an iron-on? I'm pretty sure this is an iron-on. Very cool. Nicholas from Pennsylvania wrote me, and I'd like to read a little bit of it now. He says, "You've helped me become more self-confident and really come out of my shell. Before I started watching your videos, I wouldn't even think of standing up for myself and being proud of who I am. These days, I've become more confident. That self-confidence has also increased my popularity and even affects the way girls look at me. I have 2 or 3 that I think are interested in me, but I don't want to say anything because of how they'll be viewed at school for dating me. You see, Nicholas has a condition. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but apparently it affects the way he looks. Dude, if those girls are into you, go for it. Trust me, you're doing them a favor. Because those girls would be lucky to have a great guy like you. Good luck, Nicholas." He also included this rare collection of his most rared and treasured Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'll definitely be adding him to my deck. Sean from Mailbag 2 wrote me to say that he has Tourette's, and he does have verbal Tourette's. He said that you've taught me that if people give me weird looks, to not really care. I just wanted to say thank you again. I may be sending another letter soon. Always great to hear from you, Sean. This is Francis from Montreal. You may remember him from sending me the Spirit Ganondorf statue. He finally found the mask and has included it. He also drew me this awesome shield. He said that since I like to do road trips, I really should consider showing off some of the road trips I've made. He always wanted to know what it was like here in the South, the United States of America and the Midwest. I think maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will. Ellen Murray from Boulder Creek, California, sent me this awesome postcard. She also shared a very personal story with me, which I can't exactly share here, but I wanted to tell you, Ellen, it meant a lot to me to read it, and I'll definitely keep everything you said in mind. I promise to always try to be good-spirited, too. Elena Murray sent me this postcard from Boulder Creek. She says she watches my videos with her youngest sons, and I really appreciate that. I promise you I am going to cut down on the swearing. She also wrote me some very personal stuff, which I can't really go into here. But I promise you this, Elena, I will always try to be good-spirited. This is Dominic and Rebecca, and they were cool enough to send me a package of Garbage Pail Kids. Let's open it up. I'm actually only missing one card to complete my set, and I'm hoping he's in here. We've got a Fred Case, a Frida Spirit, a Shane Shovel, a mixed up Michelangelo, a Jake Mistake, a black bordered Garlic Rick, very rare and very cool, Trey Spray, Mothy Martha, Headless Harriet, and a Skin Sam. I'm not sure if that completes my collection or not, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ernesto Figueroa, I believe I'm pronouncing that name correct, sent me this very limited edition Jean Grey Lego figure from Comic-Con. He also sent me a copy of his CD, which I'm looking forward to trying tonight. He said that he's been watching my videos nonstop after discovering me just 2 days before he wrote the letter. I wanted to thank you so much. I look forward to hearing your art. Alex wrote me to say that he's 18 years old and a little over 400 pounds. Said he's a good life, and that's the only reason he's still alive today. He says that my video about suicide helped him in ways that medication or therapy never could, and I'm really glad to hear it. Alex also sent this awesome collection of magic cards, including a beautifully altered Archon of Justice, this beautifully altered Angel token, which I can't wait to use. This, I'm not exactly how that is made. 3D Swamp. Beautiful. Beautiful. This altered Distress. This altered Mind Rot. Right out of the border. This 3D Essence Harvest. A Rune Chanter's Pike that has been signed. And this of course, his favorite card of all time. One of my favorites as well, and has been my EDH general many times. The Reaper King. Alex, thank you so much for your letter, and thank you so much for these awesome cards. I'm so glad to add them to my collection. Thank you. Joe Russell sent me in this picture of his dad and him playing golf, which is very cool. He says that, always remember, Boogie, if you need people to turn to, we're here. All of your subscribers. We love you, bud. Stay strong, and please never leave us. I promise you, I'm trying. He also sent in this awesome drawing of John Lennon, one of his heroes. He's one of my heroes, too. My absolute favorite letter of the week comes from Gabriel, who sent in this postcard from Amsterdam. Very cool. This red light district magnet, which is on my computer tower for now. I know it's not a good place for magnets. And this very cool bottle opener to toss on my fridge in just a little while. This is Gabriel and his husband. He said they were married in the Netherlands, and they've been happily married ever since. I can't wait till we have that right. Gabriel, I wanted to thank you so much for your letter, and I hope to be able to write you back soon. The coolest thing I got from Gabriel, though, is this Superman collectible, which is I love. He says that he's had it for about 8 years. That's why his cape has faded from red to a yellowish white. But check this out. Look at that. But you believe a man could fly. Thanks, Gabriel. And last but not least came this mystery gift with no name and no return address. But I recognize the art. This awesome mouse pad with the pixelated boogie drawing. Look at that. I'm even wearing the same shirt, which is now available for my desktop. I'm switching out my Francis Wow Hero one for this one. Whoever drew this one, I'd love to hear from you sometime soon. Could you please post on my subreddit? I know I've heard from you recently. Thanks so much, man. That is cool. That's really cool. And, of course, my favorite part of every week, we've got the postcards. This is the Spinnaker Tower. We have this one from Hamburg. This awesome 3D castle from Whitaker's, North Carolina, though I don't know where that awesome castle is, but it's 3D. Is that not cool? If I do this fast enough, you'll be able to tell there. This one from Holland. That's the red light district in Amsterdam, of course. And this one from Florida. And last but not least, the weirdest one of the week, from Logan Audiology and Hearing Aid Center. If you can see this, it's a general reminder that it's time for me to get the shit cleaned out of my ears. What? Ladies and gentlemen, that is your Monday mailbag for this week. As always, thanks for sending in all your awesome letters. I love your postcards most of all. I love the letters. I love the packages. Keep them coming. Don't forget there is a P.O. box here below if you want to send me something. And we'll see you next week. Where's that off button? Ah!